back. Here we are at the grand finals. Ian and Panda. The final boss of Ranked Hoops versus the champion of the people. Tybu and Danny in the blue corner. Off to a strong start with that very powerful friendship that goes sideways. Danny and Tybu feel like they got to warm up still. Playing against Rounds GG. Their appearance looked a little bit weak. They could certainly bring it back, but they got to operate at a whole different pacing against Ian and Panda, where every touch seems to be flawlessly executed, except for the ones that aren't. Tybu avoiding the rim. Maybe he was avoiding a bump. Either way, we'll have to go and refill. Danny has switched over to a Fennec. I swear he was on an Octane earlier. That goes screaming off of the rim. Tybu with a direct shot is gonna get blocked. I wonder if Danny isn't there, does that go in anyway? From Panda's car, it looked like he did not have the save. It's really hard to tell though. Danny straight back to Ian. Oh, Ian is just very politely nudged out of the way. So he'll just retreat back to the back wall, trying to set Panda up. And he backflips. Could be a good pass here to Tybu. He's screaming in, drops it straight down, and it's in. I don't know if that was the intended spot for the shot off of the rim, but you can see he's trying to aim to the right of Ian. He doesn't want to go mid because it looks like Panda's got that covered. So a great start here for Tybu. Oops, I forgot to give 4-4-5 the game advantage for winning the upper bracket. Let me go do that real quick. All right, that should be good now. Huge send here. Over to the side, gives it to Tybu. It's off the rim. I don't think Danny has a good read on this. Both players miss. And Danny has to make a retreating touch, but this is a lot better than letting... Oh, maybe not. It's so close. But Panda goes right past the ball. Tybu doing what he can on basically no boost. Oh, wow. It's got so much speed. As Danny gave the ball a lot of upward trajectory. Tybu side pass maybe to Danny. Danny decides he doesn't want it. I would have stayed on that sidewall to the bitter end. Even if my teammate never even saw me. But, maybe playing with Tybu a lot changes a person. Tybu's been passing a lot more often. Usually it's like if Tybu gets the ball, he's going straight down the middle with it. For better or for worse. Panda with loads of boost here up in the sky. It goes off Tybu, it goes off Danny. They both got a piece of it. Usually it's not always a good sign to see a double commit, but somehow the pieces just fell together. Danny flips after that. And he chips it right around him, but the hitbox in the way does a lot of work here. Not quite the second touch. Tybu might have been able to have it, but maybe he just misread. That's a back pass. Danny does get a piece into the ceiling. He's gonna let it drop. It's a bad roll though. What? This never works. These players are getting so much better at doing these net pinches. I swear, it used to be like only a 10% chance this would actually go in. Not anymore. Yeah, Cracks, you got a good point. Danny has improved a lot, so Tybu is... Maybe it's also in Danny's positioning. Like, half of a pass is in where the front player is positioned to collect the pass. Like, some passes are just impossible to do. But, you know, if you make it look like you're trying to collect a pass, that's a lot different than just hanging out in that area. Oh, hold on. Tybu just says sick, I think. What? Panda says, what a save. I gotta watch this in slow-mo. I think Panda just went on top of it. That doesn't make any sense. So he bumped Tybu, but that ball definitely looks hit. I don't know. That's a wiggly ball. Tybu knows they really can't afford to slow down. It's a start here for Panda. Trying to set the pass up to Ian. Ian's already here, but it will get blocked away by Danny. Tybu takes it. The boost situation's looking bad. Tybu refills and immediately goes after it. Gets a touch, and it will be pinched free. We got Danny and tybu, of course, already starting down a game. They know this is going to be the easiest one to actually secure. Oh no, scuffed recovery here twice in a row for tybu, just because of the car interference. Danny doing just what he can to push it forward, trying to stall for time. tybu is still here though, taking the shot, but this is only setting up Panda in the long run. Panda's gonna have a hard time though with a very slow speed, trying to get that to go the whole distance. So Ian retreats with it, doesn't get the follow-up touch. tybu's going after it, trying to read, he's got a touch! Somehow it's saved away by Ian, just giving it a lot of extra force. Danny narrowly avoids Panda. They just need to hold on here for 30 seconds. tybu pushing it over to the opposite corner, hoping Danny can get a piece of it after collecting the boost. It's back over to tybu, getting huge distance. This might be the game. I've seen 445 though score with microseconds to go. Back to Danny. Don't think he's going to be in time for the pinch. It's back over to tybu. So, uh-oh, that's just in. That's got to be the game. 445 needs 2 miraculous tip-offs in a row. Ian's calling for a new server. Sounds good. Beat boop. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. The net pinch sweet spot. Yeah, it's like halfway up. 50% up the net is the best place to pinch it. I wonder, there's got to be more to it. Like if the ball is not quite halfway up, like say it's 25% of the height, and you go extra high, rather than hitting it like dead on, you could go higher and try to pinch it. Like that might work. Or maybe that's bad. I don't know. Is it a little lower than half? I think it's a bigger range though. It's not like exactly halfway up. There's some leeway to it. But yeah, a lot of people try that pinch shot. It rarely goes in. But I think that could be something that like we can make a practice map on. I don't know why I clicked ready. It just said no reservation. No, don't go to the item shop. You saw my mouse clearly on that. it went. It really wanted me to buy something. This is something I have to do every single time, is switch this over to random. It's getting old, dang it. You can make it work pretty much anywhere. It's mostly the angle of the surface. Now I disagree. I think some heights of the ball do not work on the pinch. Never works, but you got to go for it anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I think most of the time it's really bad. Like, often all the defense wants is the ball to be bouncing up and down close to their net. And if you hit it on a pinch, especially if it's a weak pinch, like, it's a great attack opportunity now. Go for the opposite side. Are there 2 3-point lines? Why? I just noticed this. You guys see my mouse, right? There's the 3-point line here. And there's the line here. Is that for college and for the NBA? I don't know. We're missing a player? He's here. Uh-oh. All right, he's here. It has to go hard to work. A lot of the times, though, especially against like most soccer teams, you haven't seen that kind of pinch before. Whoa, hold on. Panda's just hanging out there on the rim. But if you haven't seen that pinch before, you kind of panic. You're like, is it going to go in? Is it not? Especially if you've seen it once or twice go in. You play extra defensive. And that's often a mistake. Like, it definitely helps to know in advance if that's going to go in or not. Because you can position aggressively or defensively depending on where all the players are. But that seems to be a place where a lot of Hoops players make some goals back. Being able to read that bounce. Danny keeps it pushed into the side wall. It's tybu aiming for the front of the net. Can't get past Ian. Panda still holding the line just in case, but he's going to be slow to this attempt. Instead, it's Danny staying behind it, trying to push it back to tybu. Danny's gone over to the side and rolls down. It's over to tybu again. Lands on the backboard. Looking for 2. It's right underneath him, but it's down to Danny. This looks good for him. A good start. Panda pre-jumps. Just guarding the front of the line. And he's behind it. Resets. Just takes it down to the ground. tybu made the most half-hearted attempt at pre-jump that. And he was still behind it the whole time. A very daring dribble there from Ian, going up over his rim. But there's really not much the other team can do about it. Nice touch there. Danny getting it at the last moment. It's still saved away. double save, though. Whenever you see 445 double committing on a save, you know they were worried. But tybu has not found the same success they had in game 1. Instead, Ian is looking like he's got a nasty angle. I do think he got another tap on that. Panda is just running all kinds of interference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so clean. It's so hard to tell from the defense, but you can see from both perspectives, like, what do you even try to do there on defense? You're so powerless. Panda's lifted up here to Ian. Sniping the shot right to the front of the net. The defense in shambles after the tip-off. Is that just an unlucky 50? I guess so, but that take from Danny is not right behind center mass. I think Panda also pulled back, and that might have a lot to do with it. Uh-oh. Good start here for tybu, but I think he's going to be late to this 50. Instead, it's Danny here with basically no boost. Wonder where it all went. So I guess he didn't get that corner. Chain wave dashes for tybu. Staying behind it. That's a great touch. All those wave dashes against the wall actually worked out. Nice move there from Danny. Throwing in the block. So over to the ceiling, the reset here, pushing it to the front of the net. tybu gets just a piece of it, and that's all it takes. Back to Panda. Turning and turning. Gets past the defense, though. Somehow slams it straight down as it goes into the rim. First, second, and third blood. Going to 445. Oh, and we get a friendship. Watching Chris go for that pinch every opportunity. Yeah. The most consistent right before the curve starts to diminish. Yeah, maybe if anyone would know, it'd be Chris. What do you think Chris's success rate is if you had to, like, calculate it all together? 20% of the time it works? Less than that? I would say if it's like a slow shot that's going to go in, I don't think that counts. It's got to be that one that's like where you go full bore and slam into it and it launches upward. Oh, that's sneaky. Panda using a lot of power slide to fake out one of the defenders. Ian sends it over to the 45. He's got it lifted up. tybu on the backboard. You know he's going to go for the dribble. Pre-flips into it. Goes and goes! Somehow! Panda just gets the teeniest piece of it. Uh-oh. Ooh. Nearly an own goal. 4-4-5 now, playing a lot of defense. Swatting things away right above the rim, but really it never feels like they're in serious danger. We've got everything under control usually. Danny and tybu poking and prodding, trying to find any weakness here. And the rim is not one of them. Ian gets bumped right back down to the ground. tybu's already in the skies. Doesn't land on the way he wants, but gives it down to Danny, who backflips. What? That's a blue trail. Panda's still going here. Takes the shot. tybu panics a little bit. Goes straight after it. Nice position there from Danny. Lots of bubble boost flutters. But with only 20 seconds left, this game feels like it's over. Wait, did he get a reset? That was the weirdest interaction. I can't tell if he flipped. Ian did. But he hit the rim and then like stalled. The rim like almost sucked him back, but I know that's not possible. If you don't know the Rocket League lore, there's two kinds of surfaces. There's surfaces that suck and surfaces that don't. And the rim is a surface that doesn't suck. Don't read too far into that. Ceilings, walls, suck. I guess the floor doesn't. The floor doesn't have a floor suck, right? That's weird to think about. So the rim is like a floor. Ugh. Panda going to switch cars. 4-4-5 now. With that game advantage, they're up a game. That game looked like they were adequately warmed up. tybu felt like they had about the same number of opportunities on attacks, but nothing goes through. Yeah, ball touches at least are fairly even. Yeah, the floor has a regular I wonder how much that would change things if the floor did have a suck. I feel like it maybe jumping wouldn't do anything. It'd pull you right down. You could do some absolutely ridiculous wave dashes though. There's got to be some modder out there. It's like, I'm just gonna make the floor into the ceiling, and you do these like ridiculous like chain wave dashes. Considering the game can end when the ball hits the very top edge of the rim. Wait, really? The rim is considered non-sucky. The game can end when the ball hits. Does anyone have a clip of that? I gotta see that. Is the suck the power of gravity downward force? Yeah, that's regular floor suck is just gravity, but it's not really a floor suck. Not like the walls in the ceiling that actively pull your tires. Uh-oh, I don't know about that touch. Panda hits it away from Ian. He's now in a very yellow Fennec. What used to be an orange Octane. tybu making a dribble out of it, but it's just way too far away. At what point do you just give up knowing that Ian's got a piece of this and he just uses it to go the whole distance? Danny here off to the side. We've all seen the clip start with Danny bonking against the rim and he thinks he can go get the boost, but it's just way too late. We talked about it when the ball was balanced. Oh, wait, really? The game ended when it was balanced. I didn't even know. Holy cow. I thought you were saying, like, you can have a moment where, you know, the clock hits 0, both teams are trying to keep the ball lifted in the air, one of the teams takes a shot, it hits the rim, and game over. It just ends. That would be insane. There's got to be, like, a perfect spot on the rim to do that. Some crazy 50s happening right now. Just like this. It's heading straight towards the net. Should be easy enough for the defense to handle, but Panda has to avoid the rim. tybu will get the block. It's going to take him a while to get back down to the ground. Danny pre-jumps this. Goes up and right back down with nothing to show for it. Here's tybu. Over to the side. Back to Ian. Double backboard defense being played right now. tybu with the reset. Can't do a lot with it. I don't even think he had a reset. Those resets are so fickle. If I'm programming Rocket League 2, I'm making it so that there's an indicator that tells you if you have a flip or not. You're welcome, everyone. Oh gosh, it's not in yet. tybu has been taken along for a ride, acting like he's got a lot of boost. I think Panda knows better, but the boost situation is only now looking better for the blue team. tybu is going to have the double touch here. Nobody's left to defend it. What went wrong? 445's motto is frequently, who needs to play defense? There's just a massive double commit into that corner. I think Panda bumped Ian as Ian was trying to retreat. Customizable flip-based underglow. That's a great idea, yeah. Doesn't have to be just some sort of indicator. So even like a sound. Sound could get annoying though. You hear it all the time. Oh, the passing play! The pre-jump tybu. Full faith that Danny's gonna get it to him, and he did, and it was saved away anyway. The defender also knew where the line was. Ridiculous. Panda gets another touch. tybu now with full control, goes underneath one. Panda refills on boost, but is it too late? Just in time, even. Ian pinches. Oh, it looked like Ian was gonna try to read it bounce upward, but it went out. So now tybu on the reset. He's got it. That's so clean. Team tybu back to the basics. Really, I shouldn't call it the basics because when they do it, it's unbelievable. But simple counterattacks win games. Lots of double commits being made by 445. But tybu's wall-to-wall dribble. Rarely does it not succeed. It needs to be blocked every time. Isn't there a sound already like a thud? No, I'm talking about like a sound that like happens when you once the flip expires, I guess. Or maybe you're right. Maybe it's a sound not when the flip expires, but as soon as you get a reset. But it can't happen off the floor. Ooh. But then you gotta code it all differently. I guess that could be good. I'd rather just have something visual, but sound could work too. Or both. Why not both? I don't want to overshadow this. Danny gets a goal there. Another speedy counterattack. Up 3-1. 445 certainly not shaken by this. Uh-oh. Ooh, another touch. But now Panda's set up as tybu just falls on top of the ball. Looks like Danny wanted to go forward for a passing play. Decided against it, knowing the defense would be fully armed or ready in time. Yeah, 445 really doesn't have to worry having that game up right now. Danny pre-flips into this. Getting a lot of speed, but keeping it low. He doesn't even go for the bump. Panda and Ian are moving quickly into this corner. Could be some more counterattack potential here. tybu moving a little bit slow, though. Panda is back long before it's a threat. Can't quite push that into danger range, though. Free jump from Danny. Taps it into the corner again. Huge distance. Uh-oh. Panda's past one. He's missed it, though. It's back over to Ian, keeping it low. What a pinch, though. Danny launches that one with so much speed. Needs to get underneath that. That's so scary. The rim, though, the final line of defense, really helps out. Panda getting that reset off of the ceiling, charging forward. Oh, sorry, that's Ian. They're both now in a Fennec, so I get extra confused. Here's Danny, keeping it low. Pinches against Ian. Lobs it up, though, and goes back down. Just trying to force 50s. tybu's in reverse, though. That's always a bad sign. He must be expecting Ian to have loads of boost, but Ian was just dribbling forward to get more boost. And tybu's in huge trouble. Once again, they find themselves having to play defense, only up a single goal. Just a clean shot. It's definitely savable, but you have to react so fast to know if that's going to bounce off the rim or not. Underglow it. Oh, and it dims down and then expires. So like a green light underglow that slowly dims and then turns red as soon as it vanishes or something. That could be really cool. It's got to be really subtle too, so it doesn't. No way. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Ian gets a goal here on the buzzer beater. Lifts it up. Chain wave dash, which I rarely see him do. And then snipes the shot with 0 boost. I thought there was no way that was scoring. It was double defended. Ian had no boost. He didn't have time to go for the full. Now it might come down to this friendship tip-off. What looked like it was a guaranteed game here for Team tybu moments ago. Now suddenly very losable and looking ever more so that direction as Panda has the reset. It will get taken away from him. But Danny cheating forward here is super dangerous. Finally, Danny will get some boost. tybu running some interference, although he's set Ian up here for the low dribble. Nice save there from Danny. tybu is able to refill. But between the two cars, it always feels like they've only got one tank of boost to work with. That will go back to Panda. The onslaught is not over yet, just non-stop offensive aggression here from 445. Ian wave dashes against the wall. Wants to push this back to Panda, who just refills. Danny gets that boost. It's going to be Panda lobbing that up. But now the defense looks a lot more favorable here for the blue team, although they're still starting double commit. Oh no, what is this? Ian slams full speed into Panda, but manages to recover the ball. Danny lets the ball go overhead, giving it to tybu, but he's late. Panda will just barely have enough boost to get there. It's back to Ian. One touch, a little bit awkward. Another block. Oh, and he's hit Danny out of the way. Danny can use that to refill. Panda might be in a bad spot here. Needs to read this. It's not easy, but he does get there in time. I'm shocked that Danny didn't try to make a goal out of it. He just goes and steals the boost, so he must have known that Panda had a touch. Now, nearly 2 minutes into overtime. Ian back to Panda. Going to gather boost. Long distance shot. Ian refills to collect this, to pass to Panda here on the sidewall. It goes past it! What is happening? The drop down, Danny backs up. Looks like he just has a touch. That's so scary, though. Ooh, what? That's pinched away somehow. No, he's missed it. This could be the end. It needs to be saved away. Ian's got one more touch to finish it off. That was extremely scuffed. Danny completely whiffing it there. And it sneaks into the corner. So 4-4-5 is now just a game away from another tournament championship. Man, they came so far, right? You feel bad for tybu because they had the lead for so long. The overtime, I guess, kind of made that feel like it was longer than it really was, but the defense just it was holding for so long, and it just crumbled at the end. Like 30 seconds to go, defense just shatters. I guess I'm not giving them enough credit because like the first minute in a row in that overtime was just nonstop shooting from 4-4-5, where tybu held the line. Any one of those chances where the offense gets overly aggressive and double commits is where tybu could easily turn that around into a goal. But what I don't know is if we'll be back to the regularly scheduled 2v2 tournament. A little tap there for Panda to start it off. Nothing too fancy into the beginning of this game. Hold on, let me... Overlay is kind of scuffed. It's still... Why does it do that? Okay, that's what I want. My bad. So match point here. Oh man, the cars go rushing past it, but no one touches it in the end. That's a tense moment. Uh-oh. I think that was a backflip. Oh, that hurts. Let's see what happened to the defense. I have no idea. tybu goes right past Panda. Panda's in a different colored Fennec. First blood belongs to 4-4-5. Yeah, Panda's in a very blue Fennec, so that is definitely not going to confuse me ever. It's going to be tybu with the reset to pass to Danny. He's looking for two. Oh, that's so close. Danny's still here, though. The redirected over to the corner. Panda having no boost does make it a little tense, but it needs to be a spicy shot to work. Danny's pushing it forward. One last touch here. tybu's here on the back wall. One more touch. It's so close, but Ian knows exactly where that's going. He's seen it all before. 11 times, as a matter of fact. Oh, and Panda's blocked Danny. He does have a touch here. Getting some huge distance. tybu is continuing his infiltration, and he just accepts the pass. Did Panda miss a double? Or did he just want to slam that? He's got 45. I think he just misses the double. Hit that a little bit too far away, and tybu takes full advantage. Tie game. So historically, tybu pulls ahead in the middle of the game, and then 4-4-5 makes it back every time. These guys fight like crazy when they are down. Nice little cheeky move there from Panda to lift it up, but even a zero boost defender's got that. That's going to be so dangerous here, but I think that Ian did interfere. Pretty hard, though, for the offense to make that shot any better. That's a great shot, though, from Panda. Wow. He came off the backboard, right? Yeah. It doesn't look like that's possible. That angle hardly makes any sense. Just barely sneaks that one in. We've got a friendship set up again. A very violent one, but the defense will be able to reform in no time. Oh, I don't know about that, though. Danny's here. Giving it to tybu. Ian will take it from the back wall. Some really nasty passes being made right now from tybu, but only one goal so far. Or the sneaky plays from 4-4-5 that are prevailing. Reset from Danny. Both players go past it, but can he score from this angle? Sends it sky high. tybu into the ceiling will get blocked. Somehow Panda and Ian both got loads of boost despite double committing earlier. Nice tap there from Danny. It's back out mid. tybu looking for the side pass, but it's way too far away. Danny has to immediately retreat. tybu's up for this. Just 50 into Panda. Danny's hunting for boost in the back. It's tybu. Still pushing forward. Danny was really hoping for a pass there. tybu couldn't find the line. It's back out mid. tybu's still going after it. Hitting a backward shot. Wow, what control here from tybu. That did not feel possible. He had to burn a lot of boost to keep the possession going. But it does work out, although Panda will have the reset here. tybu just very calmly laying on the back wall. All 4 cars up for this. Danny trying to read the bounce, and he gets it! What a shot, still nearly saved by Ian, but that ties the game back up. What can you do if you're Ian? I think most players would try to attack the ball directly. Would go straight forward and try to pinch it or something. It is risky, the risk of an own goal with some rim shenanigans. But I feel like you definitely can't rely on Danny having that read. Or you can rely on it. But this time, is that just a 50-50 here? No, Ian gets there way earlier. tybu gets a touch and waterfalls it. I didn't realize it was an own goal. Yeah, the Horus. I'll try to catch it every time from a player's perspective, because here's what the auto cam like zooms way out and you don't get to see anything. The auto cam like covers the entire court except for the players at the beginning showing the bump. But we call it the friendship tip-off. Some cars being bumped. Panda just completely wiped out. But he will recover on the sidewall just enough to bump his teammate. Back to tybu. He's trying to throw in a passing play. Ooh, and he dives after the ball, but Panda just fakes it. He's got a reset. Doesn't even wave dash. With the reset here, he's up over 1. Danny saves it, but it's not looking good right now. Nice block to follow up, but a double commit on the defense might mean there's still some danger here. tybu casually retreating, holding the gas as hard as he can. tybu's still on nothing, leaving that one to Danny. He wants to slow it down. I think that's smart. Get Panda out of position. Panda gets a huge demo though. Bounces the ball back. tybu. It's not really all you can do is fake this. Danny going higher. So this is an interesting response from Team tybu, really slowing things down, because every opportunity it seems like 445 is going to dive at it. They just jump after it. And so if you can get them, if you can fake them off of the ball, feels like there's more opportunities that are opening up. Nice block here. It's not high enough to drop down in that waterfall. tybu. Ooh. Ian takes it away. Rolls it off of the net. Danny is up after this though. tybu is eliminated. And he respawns on a dangerous spot. Oh, this time Ian's taken out. This could be the moment. Oh, the pass is not so good, and tybu doesn't get the boost. And it falls apart. He's got to keep it lifted. It's looking dangerous. Nice start, though. Danny needs to go the distance. Oh, he's missed it. No! I appreciate 445 kind of pulling back. Like, all right, if you got it, you got it. Let's push it into overtime if you can do it. And Danny tried to put a really spicy shot on, because I imagine 445 is not going to just lie down and take that one. Oh, no. I think I started losing, dropping all the frames. The power of friendship. Yeah, at least it was at the very end. So it might be laggy here. Hopefully you'll just be able to hear the audio. I'm going to go into the press box and get a post-tournament interview here. I've got Ian here with me and Panda. GG's, guys. Congrats. I think we're lagging. So I think they can still hear us, but it might like buffer a lot, which is extremely painful to watch, but let's hope it recovers. I did everything I normally do at the beginning of a tournament. So that's to say I changed nothing and I'm out of ideas. But I don't know. I'm going to, I guess, try pretty soon to get new equipment. We'll try a new modem and router. Yeah. It's good to know I'm in good hands, I guess. So, okay. First, I got to ask you, I think I want to know from Panda first, because we've heard from Ian. So, Panda, like, what's your, like, typical training look like? Just for Rocket League in general. How much time, what ratio do you spend training versus, like, playing the game? And is that just because you're queuing, or do you try to dedicate time to train? Is there any time you ever like specifically are attempting to do something over and over? Like, I don't know, double resets or something? Okay. Okay. With your RLCS team, do you ever like watch replays and try to analyze them as a group? Okay. Is there anything that you could? Is there any advice, since you've really analyzed, like if someone wanted to go and look at their replays to try to improve their own game, what would they do that? Hold on. Yeah, they can only hear me. What? This happens sometimes, like only once in a while when I restart. Hold on. I can sum up what he said, but let me get this going first. I think now they should hear you. Give me a test.
Hello.
Yeah, all right, that worked. Okay, so Panda said he mostly does free play when he's waiting for matches, and he plays rank 2s and scrims, and then he watches replays with his scrim group.
Yeah, it helps a lot to have like a coach to like point out your mistakes rather than you looking for your own mistakes, I guess, because I feel like they can see it better than you. Also, like, I'm not a good coach, so like I can't like even coach myself really. Like I don't like really know what to look for. But like if you have a coach, also they said they can't hear stuff. Or wait, no, he said yes works.
Yeah, I think some people are like still buffering from the slow point. The stream has recovered since then, but I think
it's good.
It like makes everyone desynchronized.
Got it. Well, I mean, I think having a coach definitely helps a lot when looking at replays.
Wait, did you change your name to Panda Rocket League?
No.
What?
No.
Okay, that's Danny.
That's just Danny.
Screwing around. All right, my bad. Yeah, it definitely takes a special kind of person to like. Coaching is a whole line of skills of like teaching somebody, even if that player, like honestly, I'm imagining any coach that would coach you is not as good as you, but recognizing the easy places to fix it, but also doing it in a teachable manner. Like you could give someone advice in a bad way where they're never going to learn anything out of it. So that's huge too. But it's like, is it ever hard to like give someone one of your replays and be like, okay, tear it apart. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. How do I get better? Because I think a lot of people struggle with that.
No, I mean, I don't think it's hard. Like, I think if like your teammate is kind of like coaching you, then it's like it gets kind of toxic.
True.
Because it's like, but if it's like a coach, like they're only trying to like help you and stuff like that. Like it's not like, it's pretty easy to like just like take the criticism and like learn from it.
Danny says, can we talk about those rules? What does he mean? Oh, is this for the special announcement?
Oh.
I don't know.
Is that what he's talking about?
The rumor is, guys,
right,
there's going to be a like all extra game modes tournament on the horizon in a couple of weeks. When I know more about it, I'll let you know. We'll probably put it in the Ranked Hoops announcements as well.
The plan for now is the 17th of November. It'll be an all extra mode like tournament. It'll probably be between $100 and $200 or something for the first one. We're planning on a bigger one in the future, but it'll be all of the main extra modes and then Heat Seeker as well. The first tournament will probably be just all best of fives, the whole tournament, just to test it out. But be on the lookout for that. Join the Discord.
Yeah, we're trying to find out who is interested in something like this, of like all extra modes. Like when you play a best of 5, it's like you play every extra mode so far in a row against this team. Whoever gets to 3 first is the winner of that series. So we want to know, like, are these tournaments going to be big or are they going to be small? And that kind of helps shape our plan for future like bigger tournaments, judging the interest in it. So if you're interested, definitely join the Ranked Tubes Discord. That's where it's going to be easiest to get announcements about it. But I guess also you could tune in here next week, and we'll fill you in there too. So the next question is, what are we doing for a World Cup tournament? You want to do that next week?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm down to do it next week.
All right. So the question is, I guess, Enforcer's idea is to do World Cup on Saturday, and then the regular 2v2 sweaty hoops on Sunday, which we could probably do. But what time would you do it on Saturday, or do you think this is even just a bad idea because it's going to like split the player base?
I think you run at the same time, although
Okay.
I mean, it could be confusing, but I think people will realize that it's on Saturday.
That's also the scary thing is like a lot of people, like they're interested in new tournaments, but they don't, like they've got the announcements muted and they don't tune into the stream. So like the only way they would know a new tournament is up is like you just check Sunday before the tournament starts. Hey, is this a new tournament? No, and then you move on. But if it happens Saturday, you're just gonna miss it.
I think we'll still have a good turnout. I think some of the EU guys might play it.
Yeah, that's what
that wouldn't play it normally. So
exactly, that's what my hope is that like the European guys are like, oh, I want to play the tournaments, but it's gonna be at 3 a.m. on a Monday morning. I can't do it, but 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning is a little bit better.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm leaning towards doing it on a Saturday. Just to that both gauges European participation, but also how big World Cups are going to be, but also Saturday tournaments. So I don't know. Could be interesting. Stay tuned, guys. Be in the Ranked Hoops Discord. We are definitely going to do it next week.